For over 2 decades, one truck has sat at the very top of the American midsize pickup sales charts without apology, without drama, and without needing to reinvent itself every 3 years to stay relevant. And that truck is the Toyota Tacoma. Whether you are a weekend trail runner in Colorado, a contractor hauling materials through the Texas Hill Country, a college student in Tennessee who needs a truck that will outlast their student loans, or a family in the Pacific Northwest looking for something that handles both the grocery run and the campsite without breaking a sweat, the Tacoma has always had a version of itself built specifically for you. The 2026 model year does not arrive with a ground-up redesign or a dramatic new platform. Toyota does not operate that way with the Tacoma, and frankly, neither do its buyers. Instead, Toyota has done exactly what Tacoma loyalists expect and quietly prefer. It has sharpened the details, expanded the capability, and added meaningful real-world improvements without touching the things that already work: new exterior colors, including the exclusive Wavemaker shade for the TRD Pro, upgraded hardware on the off-road trims, standard adaptive variable suspension on all limited models, and a standard tow hitch on the SR Extra Cab, are the headline updates for 2026 powertrain and performance. Turbo 4, hybrid muscle, or 3-pedal purity. The 2026 Tacoma is powered by 2 distinct engine options: the standard i4.8 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder and the available i4.8 non-hybrid, and the gap between those two choices is large enough that picking the right one deserves serious thought before you sign anything at the Peugeot dealership. The base i4 engine produces 228 horsepower and 243 lb-ft and of 243 lb-ft of torque in its standard tune, climbing to 278 horsepower and 317 lb-ft of torque in the higher output configuration available across most of the lineup, a figure that represents a meaningful step up from the previous generation's V6 while delivering better fuel economy. The i4 Max Hybrid pairs that same 2.4-liter turbocharged engine with an electric motor integrated into the 8-speed automatic transmission, producing a combined 326 horsepower and 465 lb-ft of torque and parking. Torque figures that were simply not available in a mid-size truck at any price before this powertrain arrived, and which translate into real-world towing capability of up to 6,500 pounds when properly equipped. The i4 CAX is now exclusive to the TRD Pro and Trailhunter trims among the top performance grades, pairing the extra torque with the suspension hardware those trims deserve. And the EPA estimated 23 mpg combined fuel economy from the hybrid system means you are not paying a fuel penalty for choosing the more powerful option. The 2026 Tacoma holds a distinction that no other pickup truck in America can currently claim. It is the only mid-size truck available with a 6-speed manual transmission, a feature that the TRD Sport trim offers alongside the turbocharged 4-cylinder. For buyers who want to row their own gears through the canyon roads and trails, exterior design, built to look like it means business. The 2026 Tacoma carries forward the sharp, angular 4th-generation design introduced with the fully redesigned 2024 model, a dramatic departure from the softer styling of the 3rd-generation truck that gave the Tacoma a genuinely aggressive, modern identity worthy of its off-road reputation. The squared-off hood, prominent front fascia, and upright windshield give the truck a purposeful, wide-shouldered stance that communicates serious capability without resorting to the plastic cladding overload that some competitors lean on to signal toughness. For 2026, Toyota has replaced the chrome front badges on the TRD Off-Road, TRD Sport, and TRD Pre-Runner trimmed with blacked-out logos, a change that sounds minor but makes a genuinely noticeable difference to the overall visual cohesion of those trims, eliminating the one element that previously felt slightly out of step with the truck's aggressive identity. 2 new colors join the palette for 2026: Heritage Blue, a rich and deeply saturated shade that photographs beautifully and fills a gap in the Tacoma's color range, and the exclusive Wavemaker, a striking TRD Pro only finish that replaces the previous mud bat color, and gives the top off-road trim an even more distinctive visual identity on the trail and in the parking lot. The TRD Off-Road i4 Premium package now includes 18-inch TRD wheels paired with 32-inch Goodyear all-terrain tires, a combination that meaningfully transforms the truck's stance and capability straight from the dealership lot without requiring any aftermarket work. The Trailhunter retains its bronze-colored wheels and RIGID Industries LED fog lamps, while the TRD Pro continues to wear its black 18-inch alloy wheels with 33-inch Goodyear tires and optional 2-tone paint. Interior and comfort, a working truck that doesn't punish you for working step inside the 2026 Tacoma, and you will immediately understand why Toyota has resisted the pressure to make this cabin feel like a living room on wheels. It is built for people who use their trucks, not just park them in front of the coffee shop. The materials are durable, well-chosen, and honest about what this truck is for, though the higher trims do offer genuinely nice touches, including available leather trim seating surfaces, ambient lighting, and a premium interior treatment that makes a Limited feel noticeably more refined than the base SR. The TRD Pro's isodynamic performance front seats are one of the most genuinely clever engineering details on any pickup truck currently on sale in America. A passive seat suspension system that moves independently of the vehicle's body to isolate the driver's head and torso from vertical shock, dramatically reducing fatigue on rough terrain and long trail days. Those seats alone are worth a test drive comparison against any other midsize truck currently available, because nothing in the segment offers anything remotely comparable at any price. The 2026 Limited models now receive adaptive variable suspension as standard equipment rather than an option, a change that makes the Limited the most comfortable everyday Tacoma in the lineup. With real-time electronic damping adjustment that smooths out rough pavement and gravel roads without requiring driver input, rear seat space in the double cab is genuinely usable for adult passengers, unlike some competitors where the rear seat exists primarily on paper. Off-road capability. 3 dedicated trims, 0 compromises. The off-road story of the 2026 Tacoma is told most completely through 3 distinct trim levels: the DRD Off-Road, the Trailhunter, and the TRD Pro, each representing a different philosophy about how to attack terrain, and each genuinely capable of backing up its visual promises in the real world. The TRD Off-Road remains the most accessible entry point into serious Tacoma capability, with Bilstein piggyback reservoir monotube shocks, an electronically locking rear differential, multi-terrain select, crawl control, and the stabilizer disconnect mechanism that boosts suspension articulation at the push of a button. And for 2026, the IFRA Premium Package adds 18-inch TRD wheels with 32-inch Goodyear all-terrain tires straight from the factory. The Trailhunter is Toyota's answer to the overlanding community, a factory-built expedition truck featuring Old Man Emu 2.5-inch forged monotube shocks with rear piggyback reservoirs, a low-profile high-mount air intake, 33-inch Goodyear rug terrain tires on distinctive 18-inch bronze wheels, Rigid Industries color-selectable LED fog lamps, a bronze finish, Toyota grille with integrated LED light bar, and the iForce MOX hybrid powertrain as standard. Everything an overlander would spend thousands of dollars adding aftermarket, included from the factory, without voiding the warranty. The TRD Pro sits at the summit of the Tacoma off-road lineup, adding Fox QS3 adjustable shocks with remote rear piggyback reservoirs, a TRD Performance air intake, the isodynamic performance front seats, a TRD skid plate, front recovery hooks, and 33-inch Goodyear tires on black 18-inch alloy wheels, all exclusively paired with the i4C EFOA Station Max Hybrid, and arriving in the exclusive Wavemaker color for 2026. Trim levels and value: $32,145 to Built for Anything. The 2026 Toyota Tacoma lineup starts at $32,145 for the base SR and spans upward through the SR5, TRD Sport, TRD Off-Road, Limited, Trailhunter, and TRD Pro, a range that covers every type of Tacoma buyer from the contractor who needs a reliable work truck to the trail enthusiast who wants factory-built off-road hardware that outperforms most aftermarket setups. The SR Extra Cab now comes with a standard tow hitch for 2026, a change that sounds simple but matters enormously for buyers who use their base trim Tacoma for actual work, making it immediately usable for trailer towing for actual work wing without a dealer accessory purchase. The TRD Sport at $40,015 is Toyota's own suggestion for buyers who want the best balance of capability and everyday usability. It offers the sport-tuned suspension, an available i4C Max hybrid powertrain, an available 6-speed manual transmission, blacked-out badging, and a color-keyed rear bumper that gives it a more cohesive visual package than the base trims. The Limited adds the adaptive variable suspension now as standard equipment, leather seating, a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster, premium interior finishes, and full-time 4WD, with an electronically locking center differential, making it the most comfortable and most refined daily driver Tacoma in the lineup. Against the Ford Ranger, Chevy Colorado, and Jeep Gladiator, the Tacoma's competitive advantages are well established: the only available mid-size truck hybrid powertrain, the only available manual transmission, the highest resale value in the segment, Toyota's legendary long-term reliability reputation, and a loyal owner community that actively supports the truck's value with documented care and enthusiasm. Why America keeps choosing the Tacoma year after year. When people ask why the Toyota Tacoma has been America's best-selling midsize pickup for over 2 decades, the honest answer is not complicated. It is the only truck in this segment that consistently delivers on every promise it makes. From the first test drive through the 10th year of ownership, the 2026 updates are exactly what a confident, mature product should deliver. Targeted improvements in the areas that matter most to actual owners, rather than dramatic reinventions designed to generate press coverage at the expense of the things that already work. The new Wavemaker color and Heritage Blue give fresh visual options for buyers who wanted something beyond the existing palette. The standard tow hitch on the SR Extra Cab and standard adaptive variable suspension on the limited address. Real-world usability gaps that owners flagged. The wireless trailer camera option brings genuinely useful towing technology to the lineup. And the 3 distinct off-road trim levels, TRD Off-Road, Trim Levels, TRD Pro, continue to offer the most comprehensive factory-built off-road capability of any mid-sized truck in America. With the IFORA Mage Hybrid's 465 lb-ft of torque available beneath the hood of both trail-focused variants. For buyers who want maximum power with genuine efficiency. If this review helped you figure out which Tacoma is right for you, hit subscribe and drop a comment below.